At ease, warrior. I have mixed news to give. A Reaver delegate arrived earlier today, bringing news that a large robot force has all but annihilated the main Reaver camp in Newton. The Reavers' numbers have been devastated by relentless attacks and will soon be destroyed unless we intervene. Normally, the Brotherhood would gladly allow one enemy to destroy another, but the Reavers have something to offer. The Reaver movement has developed a new type of weapon based on robot pieces that they've been able to scavenge. This weapon is called an EMP device, and it has a devastating effect on electronics. It is this weapon that is allowing the Reavers to survive a mass robot attack, but for them, it is still too little, too late. They have agreed to give the Brotherhood both a prototype of this weapon and instruction on its workings in exchange for rescue of their 4 highest-ranking officials in Newton's Junk City. This might be the edge we're looking for against the robots. Bring back that prototype, brother. You will be supplied with a map to Newton. Rendezvous at the extraction zone with all 4 elders, and they will be transported via APC and armored escort back here. Dismissed.
Glenda Close, first doctor of the movement. I'm honored to meet your acquaintance, beautiful one. I apologize for my words, but you seem an incandescent angel in a time shadowed with darkness. I can feel your energy pulsating within me like an out-of-phase inductor. Lead me to safety while my feet still obey my brain's electro commands. You must have been sent by his capacitance. I welcome your gift, Holy One. Me to this safe haven, and for that, I thank you. I don't know how to begin explaining this passionate energy between us, except to tell you, I love you. And if you search your soul, you'll find that you possess the same love for me. The differences of our backgrounds and various communicable diseases will be difficult problems to overcome, but with us working together, Satan Soft himself could not bar our way. I'll wait for you inside your quarters, back at your main base. Take care, my love.
It is necessity that brings me to you, warrior. We Reavers never harbored any love for the Brotherhood, but these mechanical abominations have decimated the Reaver movement. As ambassador for my people, I offer simple terms. You rescue our people, and we share our sacred technology. Refuse, and your Brotherhood will be forced to continue their battle with primitive weapons. I see by your eyes that you agree. Very well. I will join your group until we reach the evacuation point. I see the Brotherhood's word is strong. I wonder if it is as strong as the Brotherhood's single-minded desire to rule the land. We have been watching your organization's expansion for some time. It is Satansoft's Hellions that brings us together, nothing more. I just pray that I have not sacrificed my people's freedom. My thanks for the escort.
I am Tobias Peste, Chief of Military Science Projects. On my 11th day of fasting, Saint Sony visited me in my deepest of dreams. He told me of an electromagnetic pulse that will be the salvation of the wasteland. For weeks I toiled in our temple laboratory until I gave that vision physical form. And by Ohm's holy law, I will not rest until it reaches a place of sanctuary. Here is the key to the safe. The weapon is inside. Our prophecies told us our faith would be tested. But now the robots are taking prisoners, instead of letting our fighters go to their rewards in the eternal assembly lines of Panasonica. For what purpose are they taking my brethren? This must be discovered. Let's stop wasting time.
Good job securing the EMP device. Finish the job and rescue the Reaver high officials.
Well met, warrior. This can only be the work of Satansoft, Lord of the Tech Underworld. His sinister hydroelectric fiends care not for the spiritual enlightenment of science. They seek only to destroy the union between spirit and current flow. If only we were able to make more EMP weapons, we would have halted their electrons in mid-flow. I know of the bargain. Use our divine knowledge to short-circuit these demonic juggernauts while there is still time. Hurry! Let us make haste. Make no mistake, warrior. I will not call you friend, nor comrade. It is a common enemy that brings us together. Nothing more.
With the Reaver high officials safe, you may return to the extraction point. What's left of the Reaver movement is now being administered medical attention. They are grateful for the rescue, but the elders are not so quick to invite them into the Brotherhood fold. For the time being, they will be kept in one of our many internment camps. This is an excellent time for our interrogators and scribes to pick their brains on any additional technology and their past and future plans. They will be kept there until the elders decide whether to set them free or restrict them to labor camps. The menace from the West's taking of prisoners is most curious, considering that the robots have slaughtered everything before them until now. We must wait and see. Well done acquiring the EMP device. Our scribes are now preparing to modify the weapon to use our power cells. Once this is achieved, we will begin production. I shudder to think what our situation would be without having an actual prototype. The man-hours to replicate it would have taxed our scribes tremendously. Once again, good work. Dismissed. The final campaign begins, warrior. We must consolidate our positions in this area, but we shall also have to continue pushing west. A new bunker has been established, and we must concentrate our forces there. Take your squad and report, ASAP.
The Brotherhood's fears are confirmed. The robots now have multiple production factories around the wasteland. They are concentrated heavily around the Great Mountains, in a region known as Colorado Springs. This is the fabled location of Vault Zero, which houses the mastermind behind the robot menace, the Calculator. Data from the Brotherhood Research Center dates the origin of the robots before the war that decimated the land. Their purpose, to help humanity crawl back from the brink of self-destruction. But the robots now seek to destroy the very humans they were created to save. They boast great strength and power, and one factor seems certain. All life forms have become their prey. The Brotherhood has adapted to new enemies before, however, and with the development of new weapons, they will adapt again. Brotherhood tacticians and generals will not be idle, for new enemies require new tactics. Assault squads must be directed at the robot production and command centers that supply the Calculator's metallic ranks. The Brotherhood's predicted losses are staggering, but what is life as a warrior without peril?
Sir, yes, sir. I'm Initiate Tiduk, sir. I have known of you since Brahmin Woods. That is where I came from, sir. It is an honor to meet you. I am the sole survivor of my squad. We were returning from a successful mission when we were ambushed by the robots. My sister, Initiate Shori, ordered a few of us to retreat. I managed to get away, but the rest of the squad was wiped out. Oh, sister, I'm so sorry. I was jealous of you, and now you're gone. How can I face my family? I am the sole survivor of my squad. We were returning from a successful mission when the robots ambushed us. My sister, Initiate Shori, ordered us to retreat while she provided cover. Some managed to get away, but the rest of the squad was wiped out. Oh, sister, I'm so sorry. I was jealous of you, and now you're gone. What will I tell my mother?
Warrior, every day brings us closer to the final confrontation with the Calculator. While we do not yet know who or what the Calculator is, we do realize that our forces are still greatly outmatched. We have learned new tactics, increased our arsenal, and strengthened our realm of control, but the robots are still too powerful and too numerous. The old Brotherhood saying, "To kill a snake, cut off its head," does not apply to this mechanical serpent. For this one, We must start with the tip of the tail and progress slowly to its head and vitals. This serpent must be weakened first, for its fangs sink deep and its venom is far more deadly than any poison ever encountered. You are to take your squad to the town of Canyon City, where the calculator has set up a robot repair station. It is in this station that damaged robots are mended and parts of destroyed robots are rebuilt and combined to form a whole. This repair plant must be permanently shut down. This station is too huge to destroy. It would take too much time and resources to reduce this station to rubble, so we will disable it instead. It is the power nodes that you should focus your attention on. Destroying them all should slow the robots down, in theory at least. We are entering the final phase of our plans. Complete your mission objective above all else, but keep your eyes open for any additional information or weaknesses that might present itself. Good luck. Dismissed.
This is Third Scientist Lewis. Things are going from bad to worse. We should have installed more backup systems for the calculator. The irony is that the committee members that voted on Vault Zero's backup system budget cuts are now all dead. But it gets worse. 63% of Vault Zero's population is now dead, while 15% of the living are now severely brain damaged and can no longer care for themselves. My frustration builds with the fact that I can't even get into the calculator's chamber anymore due to lack of authorization. If only First Scientist Napstarsky or Second Scientist Jones had survived instead of me, they might have been able to repair the electro-organic linking terminal. And who knows? They might even have saved Vault Zero. I'll do what I can, but so far, it really looks like a...
Good question, Dr. Jones. I would be happy to explain why we're taking the path less traveled when compared to mundane computer systems. One advantage the calculator has over normal computers is the electro-organic linking terminal. Our tests conclude that the CPU can share tasks and receive data from pseudo-cryogenic stored brains that are maintained in an oxygenated tank. These brains are currently that of lab rodents, but our calculations indicate that human brains can be preserved in the same fashion. The brains will be fed specifically formulated nutrients to sustain suspended life. In turn, they will assist the calculator's CPU in vault management, including life support, food production and distribution, pacification robot protocol, and Vault Zero defenses. This neural network will also assist in Vault Zero's primary function, to initiate mankind's post-war rebirth. When outside temperature, radiation levels, and poison particle counts return to acceptable levels, Vault Zero will remotely activate the Exodus protocol, which will initialize the integration of all Vault dwellers onto the planet's surface. The brains are to be harvested from a select group of geniuses that were chosen by committee for their skills and their cute haircuts. Committee rules 30-3 in favor of streamlining Vault Zero's computer backup system costs from $24 billion to $2.3 billion. These cuts will take place immediately. This ruling was based on the dwindling chance for actual nuclear war taking place, along with much-needed pay increases to senior committee members. Furthermore, the subterranean vault compartments that were designated for backup computer and life support systems will now be renovated for senior vault personnel leisure facilities. The committee has a construction agenda that must be finalized by mid-March. The new facility options are as follows. Several top-quality restaurants with 10,000 square feet of cold storage, 7 smoke rooms with piano bars, and 2 subterranean hunting grounds stocked with rare animals purchased from world-renowned zoos. All of these are feasible, but require an additional $12.4 billion, which can be acquired by.
You have destroyed the power nodes. The robot repair plant is offline. Proceed to the extraction point. At ease, warrior. The Canyon City repair station is now offline. Dagger Squad and Tusk Squad have simultaneously eliminated 2 smaller repair stations to the northwest. The calculator will now be hard-pressed to maintain a large attack force in this area. It is now time to step up our attacks and see what effect our actions have on the robot war machine. The Elders believe that the chance of a massive robot attack gets greater with each passing day, so time is running short. There is a Brotherhood saying, "Strike while the iron's hot." I believe it applies here. It was wise on your part to access information stored in those computer terminals. There is some debate between the Elders whether this information is accurate or has been formulated to cause confusion in our ranks. I personally find it hard to believe that the calculator is a machine and not a sentient being. In either case, there are still unanswered questions that require further investigation. Good work with the reconnaissance information. Dismissed.